We are at the Discovery Art Museum, the Discovery Museum here in Abuja. This has a very Lagos vibe to it.
Live, love Africa. What's your excuse for not coming? Please subscribe.
Hello, I'm Amirdynast. Headed to Abuja for the first time. Looking forward to it. Hey, Ebube, we're having a debate, Lagos or Abuja?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for, but hands down, Abuja, if in regards to livability, and in regards to infrastructure, because they actually built Abuja for the number of people that live here, versus somewhere like Lagos, where the number of people just kind of overwhelm the city. Also, too, if you see anybody that lives in Lagos, they wear it on their face. Right? Lagos shows up on your face. The reason I'm smiling like this is because I'm in lovely Abuja.
And you were saying?
The thing is that Abuja, right, basically, it lacks character. Abuja lacks character. Lagos is an organic city, almost 1,000 years old.
Shots fired.
Yeah, but Abuja basically is somewhere where, if you work in government, or somebody is in government who's powerful that can help you out and pull strings for you, fine. All that, but a corporate sector guy like myself coming here, right? It's not the same. Lagos definitely has more opportunities. There's a lot more money. There's a lot more in Lagos than this. But this is, like you said, it's good. It's livable. It's 5 million people as against 15 million people in Lagos.
Some estimates say 30.
No.
Well, it depends on how you count Lagos, because Lagos is actually even spilling into Ogun State.
Definitely.
And then, so it depends on how you calculate it. But the metro area is around 30 million. Because there are people that live in Ogun State but work in Lagos.
Yeah, but that's about, count those communities, maybe about 1 million or 2 million at most. I think about 15, 16, conservatively.
Then again, when was the last time an accurate census was actually taken?
30 years ago.
Exactly.
It's hard to tell, but for someone who does what I do, like a lawyer, right, without any government connections, basically Lagos is where it's at for someone like me. And when I came here, a bank. I was working in a bank, and the bank brought me here. So it was cool. But starting my own, as you can buy land in Abuja for 1 million naira.
Where? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that since 2006.
You have? No, of course, not in the heart.
Like Gwagwalada, maybe.
Yeah, 1 million naira.
Gwagwalada is developing because there was a time when you landed at the airport, you wouldn't see anything until past Ebube. Mabushi wasn't even there. Now, once you land at the airport, you have River Park Estate just right there.
Yeah.
You have development all the way up, which is a surprise. And now, eventually, development's going to push past the airport.
Definitely.
Towards Gwagwalada.
Look, wax, somebody put some satellite map picture thingy, and they said that Gwagwalada is the fastest growing place on earth. In terms of construction. Yeah, Gwagwalada. In terms of construction and all of that, and activities. On earth though, not even Nigeria.
Not even Nigeria.
Yeah.
What about that one place they always talk about? It's on the hill, Pape. People talk about redeveloping it and things like that because it's very close to the city.
Yeah.
It has some of the best scenic views. It's just the development there kind of went left.
Yeah.
But are they gonna redevelop it eventually?
They're going to kick it's a slum basically. They're going to kick everybody out eventually. People have bought almost all the land there.
Because that'd be a nice place to buy because it's right on a hill. It's next to Mitama.
It is Bitama basically. And look, and there's this huge rock formation. I don't want to call it like
Crush
a
rock.
Like a lake. Man,
Guys, there was more time to
beautiful.
go to Crush Rock.
It's magnificent, man. It's not very safe, you know, but it's magnificent. But it's beautiful. It's like a huge.
It's a former quarry.
Yeah.
And it just naturally filled up with water. The water is very nice looking. It's nice. This is like a scene off of Belly almost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, in Jamaica. Yeah. But but one of the kids pulled a gun out.
Yeah.
Oh, so they have Cold Stone here.
Yeah, they should.
I wonder if this is the one we went to.
Anybody here?
I have mask shot, but
Because I don't think the other thing about masks. So.
I have a mask. I'm a mask.
yeah, I got a mask.
I left mine in that car. Okay, come. Mask, give me one mask there.
Get
Give me
black.
ordinary one, Joe. I'm not giving me this big one. How much?
500.
My friend.
Ah, come on.
Give me this blue one, Joe. I be Lagos boy, yo. I want one. How do they do all this? Give me Abuja elitist nonsense, you know. Give me one. Where? You get it in 1,000. Because like the small note, 100.
I don't have 100 shot.
I don't know.
5.
What do you have?
So I got like small tuna, like $100. Let me just pay for this thing. In the bush, I know, not get time for all this one. Amen, bro.
They can smell the money on you, man.
I think we went to a different shop, right? They had the Cold Stone. I hope they got Cold Stone here.
Pretty sure they got. If not, they got ice cream in here.
Definitely.
Somebody's selling it. I've bought ice cream in here before.
I know they got the other shop I went to.
You definitely have
It was like a 2-story shop, right?
Okay, that should be the one at
Off Airport Road.
It was two.
Dubai.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I like this shop right though, cause the lake in the back.
Yeah.
Ooh, that lake's nice. I'm gonna fly my drone over that lake.
Go ahead, tell the people.
Like Lagos, right? Because I
More Abuja slander loading.
yeah, bro, I have a lot. I have a lot more. Look, I tried to start a little, let me call it hip hop group. Not group like a band, but like a small club where we just come together. Somebody plays drums or plays the keyboard, and we just come and just freestyle and have fun. People are like, we don't do that in Abuja. We don't do that here. We just go to the park and we sit down and buy our fish. I'm like, what do you mean?
No, we went to a whole bunch of clubs last night. Oh man.
No, those are elitist. No, really. Okay, wait. Okay, I think it was a club. You walked in there. They had drinks and they had nice. Everything was set up like a big expensive.
But there's gardens though.
Yeah, gardens. Yeah, but that's
sometimes there's live music. Gardens can function.
We just kept on. Look, people are very difficult, here to introduce new things. Everybody's just saying no. We don't do such in Abuja. I'm like, what do you mean? We're in Lagos.
Yeah, but in Abuja, people are more image conscious.
That's the thing, and they're very class conscious too. People like, if you have a friend now that lives in Gwags now, for instance, and you live in town, it's very difficult for him to leave where he is and come and visit you. There's this thing about it. No. I'm just here for the family and the money, basically, and work. But this is not where it's Coastal. But this is not where
they got Cold Stone. So it's good.
But one word that Lagos just can't compete with, right?
Roads,
infrastructure.
Oh yeah.
Infrastructure, bro.
Definitely.
We coming down?
Yeah.
You sound like a New Yorker.
Yeah, he's definitely New York.
Look. Abuja.
Down to the DMX
Future
shirt.
is the
Down to
future.
the DMX shirt.
Rapping.
Look, Lagos, has culture.
Okay.
Abuja has none.
Culture.
Lagos
like
grew from the
downforce.
ground up.
Downforce.
Abuja
Kicking our pep.
Yeah,
That's the
culture,
culture.
man.
Okay.
Come on now. Think about it. It's a movement. Look,
Okay.
Abuja came from top down. Lagos grew from the ground up. Lagos is almost 1,000 years old. Abuja was built when? 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Outside of the streets, beautiful streets and infrastructure, right? There's nothing else here. It's the future, I know.
Well, the city is made up of infrastructure and buildings. That's a large component of any city.
That's concrete jungle.
No, Lagos is concrete jungle. Boom, checkmate.
Okay. Got me there, but look.
But the thing is, either way, we're gonna break this cola nut.
Peace, man. Peace.
So we're gonna make peace. Man, let's keep trekking. Let's keep
Okay,
walking.
let's walk here. Let's walk here.
That's vexation. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?
Things done that way.
And let me tell you one thing about Lagos that I detest. Lagos people always feel they are smart, and their smartest is not being smart. Yeah. Take it. That's the truth. They think they are smart, but they are not. What they do is they manipulate people, they swingle you, they do all these things, and they
Boy, you
call
have
it
to
smart.
shine your eye though. In Lagos, your eyes have to be this big. Listen, here's the thing about Lagos. Lagos will make you into a sharp guy because you're thinking of every situation where you can be con.
Yes,
and that will now make you into a con artist de facto.
That's true. That's true. But I tell you, I'll take Abuja 100 times.
100 times
I'm only
over.
here for my kids. I'm only here because of my kids.
Why don't you raise your kids in Lagos?
Oh,
No, I will.
If you're picking Lagos, why
I
don't
will.
you raise your
He
kids
said he
in
will
Lagos?
when they're adults.
Yeah, when they're older.
Why?
Because I want them to have, like, it depends on what they want to do with their life.
Okay.
If it's government, right? The only big government where I stay here. A corporate career in the corporate world, then Lagos is where it's at. Because all the businesses.
Well, the economy's there though. The economy's
Yeah, sure. Give it
direct
to
It's a
Lagos.
non-oil economy.
Most of it
and-
goes to Lagos.
Yeah, give it to Lagos.
That's the thing about Lagos.
But what do you think can be the solution to the road network in Lagos?
Well, here's the thing. It's not going to be more roads. It's going to be alternative transportation. So what they need to do is take
Trains.
advantage of the water systems.
that's true.
One, because everywhere is close to water. Two, they need to build a proper mass transit system. And then three, what they really need is a proper busing system that's reliable.
Yeah, but give it to Lagos.
BRT, right?
Yeah, BRT. I was talking to someone some days ago. I told them it's so striking that Abuja don't have good transportation system.
Well, the rail.
They used to.
The
They
rail's
used to.
coming. The rail from
They
the
used to.
airport
Not
to the downtown.
not metro. I'm talking about metro
Internal,
now.
yeah.
Internal. Now Nigeria needs to start looking at internal metro system, like the rail stations,
Yes.
like more BRT buses, even choppers. I'm still looking forward to private personnel that will come up and say, okay, we want to buy some choppers so that people that want to catch up. I think that should be
Eventually.
walking in
Like,
Lagos.
It's there already in
Eventually
Lagos.
it'll come.
There are three companies, Caverton, Bristol, and one other company.
Oh.
They do it.
Oh,
But this guy's a big boy. That's how he gets around. He doesn't use taxis.
Go by canoe. It's like, like in Lagos, right? I used to go from work, right? By boat. Take a boat. I
Where
live
was
in a
your
place
job?
called- my office was in Lagos, CMS, Lagos Island, right?
Okay.
I lived in a place called Aja, which is like
Aja?
Aja is like
Yeah.
kind of off, very far.
Yeah, very far.
Wake up because to get to work for 8 o'clock, you have to wake up by
5
a.m. Yeah,
3,
by
4.
road.
I was even thinking 5.
Do you know that?
4
Do you know
a.m.
that?
Then you
some
leave home 4:30, bro.
some children can't recognize their father due to this fact.
For real.
Yeah, because before
he's
father
leaving,
they
And then they're asleep by the time he gets home.
So that's one of the big problems in Lagos.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why we give it to Abuja 100 times.
That's the only
100
thing.
times,
But
100 times
Abuja offices don't open till like 9:30, 10.
Yeah.
But it's open when you get there.
Yeah, but you know
That's the whole point.
Come on.
You're not there to work.
They have then by 12 o'clock everybody is just looking for fuck it. I'm going for lunch. After lunch, forget it. That's Abuja for me.
They
After
just
lunch.
meander. But it's
How
better.
did
I told Dynast yesterday we wanted to meet up with some appointments, some people in some offices. I told him today is Friday. Abuja
As in
offices
closed.
closed 12.
Well,
Yeah,
bro.
12. The moment they go for the Muslim prayers, they're not coming back to the
That's
Well,
all.
it's
From
a
there,
holy
they're
day.
going- yeah, so
Friday's
they-
holy
from there
day,
they're going
which is a
on.
good thing.
And I
appreciate
think
that.
no.
I need that
I think
Fridays off.
Nigerians should start working at 24 hours.
I don't believe that.
So-
As long as that
No,
group of
let
Nigerians
me
isn't me,
tell you the advantage. The advantage is that it will mop up unemployment.
you know what? I
Let
believe
people
we need more remote employment.
Let's stop the mentality of salary earners. Let people get paid the time they work. If
Man,
you
I
work
would
for
24 hours.
yeah, if you work if
would
you
work.
can, then let them do it. If you work for 3 hours, get paid for 3 hours.
Well, you know,
if
the thing is this: remote working is starting to become a bigger and bigger thing. And as that becomes a bigger and bigger thing, if you decide to wake up at 6 a.m. and do everything you need to do, that's you. If you decide to wake up by 12 or 11 a.m., that's you as well. So that's going to come when the remote work becomes
Okay.
bigger and bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be adopted.
Going against my own narrative, yeah? We can't do this in Lagos. In filming walking on the streets. We get knocked
Yeah.
by a bike or something.
Aside from bike, 1 million boys can come anytime.
What do you have for boys?
Oh, you can't film there.
Yeah, this is our street.
It'll be March. They'll be telling you Happy New Year.
You need to get paid. You need to pay for doing this
Because
They'll
it's
tell
their
you
street,
that,
clearly.
Yeah, they say we are the one cleaning the street. We are the one securing the street. We are the one
Securing
doing
the
this.
street from you?
Could we like, I know we like safe, but could we like move to the sidewalk?
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Yeah, because we can have some.
I'll look out for you,
bad
just in
drivers.
case.
Yeah, I mean, I have to go to Lagos every few months just to reset, my system and all. Go and, shout at somebody and all. What do you say there?
You know that
Like,
when I went to Zambia and
Zambia, huh?
yeah, I noticed everywhere is cool and the vibes that we used to have in Nigeria. I'm going to work. I need to achieve this. They're not doing that there.
Because it's different culture.
Yeah, so I was like, I have some boys working with me and they are too slow. I was like, no, we don't do this in Nigeria. You have to be up and running,
Like how it's Nigeria.
And that is one of the reasons why they love us. If you go to Zambia, they love Nigeria.
Seriously?
Yeah. They listen to our music, they watch our movies, they love our guys.
Well, Nigeria has a really great culture overall. There are bad parts about it, but we're more up-tempo than down-tempo.
Yeah.
Someone will just drive around honking their horn at people, and it's very acceptable.
Yeah.
And in fact, you might even like that, because he's letting us know, hey,
They
I'm
do
getting
that. They do
rides.
that all over Africa. Honking the horns. They do that all
Okay.
over Africa. They gonna honk the horn at you just because they got horns.
I'm also looking forward to go to Malawi. Maybe I'll join Abefe anytime soon too. I want to tour Africa. I really want to know more about Africans. I've had the experience of Zambia. I want to know more. Because
The worst thing to see during the El Rufai era was the X on your house.
Yes.
Because it meant it was going down. It meant it was
people
going down.
didn't even pack their loads. They left it. They said it's not gonna happen.
Exactly.
Some people start calling people in places of authority because that's the Nigerian
That's
thing.
the Nigerian
The
way.
moment you know someone, you think nobody can do nothing
Touch
to you.
impunity.
But Erufai break those chains, those barriers. He brings down those buildings that are erected at illegally, and brought them down.
But you know, the problem is the Nigerian factor.
the
The Nigerian factor was also present because sometimes there would be corrupt civil servants who knew not to sell that land because there was something there.
That's true.
And they would sell it to those people
That's
anyway, pocket the money. And then when the exodus came, the civil servants who corruptly sold that land were nowhere to be found.
That's true.
So there was that component which was unfair, but then there was also the people who moved with impunity and built where they weren't supposed to build.
Just check it out. We have a lot of them.
What?
Thanks to why controlling traffic.
Traffic,
Yeah. They dance, and it's just one of the lessons people should learn. When you're working, find the right joy, excitement in the work you do. It will make it easy for you.
And there's nothing worse than someone that hates their job. They'll try to take it out
Exactly.
on They'll try to take it out on us. I had to throw a jab at that guy.
We are at the Discovery Art Museum, the Discovery Museum here in Abuja. This has a very Lagos vibe to it.